Every Squid Game season has included a number of lethal and frequently unpredictable games, but Season 3 goes above and beyond with its recognizable yet unsettling collection of beloved childhood games. With its depiction of Korean games such as Dakji, Red Light, Green Light, Dalgona, Tug of War, Marbles, Glass Stepping Stones, and Squid Game Season 1 got off to a great start. With games like Russian Roulette, Six-Legged Pentathlon, Mingle, and Light Out, Season 2 aimed to appeal to a wider audience, whereas the ones in Season 1 had their own cultural charm. In contrast to its predecessors, Squid Game Season 3 concentrates mostly on the main games from the center arena and does not include any minigames. Due to its short duration, the last game in the series can only support 3 further games. All 3, though, are crammed with strategically placed turns and surprises that keep audiences on the edge of their seats as they play out. All 3 of the Squid Game Season 3 games have harsh consequences and moral complexity, despite their seemingly straightforward rules. Number 3, Hide and Seek. Time limit, 30 minutes. Rules: the gumball machine was used to split the players into 2 teams prior to the game starting. 2 colors were equally distributed among the balls in the machine. To find out whose team they had to play for, each player had to spin the machine's handle to remove a random ball. In the game, the players with the red balls were the taggers and the players with the blue balls were the hiders. Additionally, each hider received a key that they could use to open doors in the arena of the game. In order to escape being killed by a tagger, a hider's job was to find their way to the arena's exit. Later information also reveals that the 3 main shapes of hiders are triangle, circle, and square. Only one of the 3 keys may open each door in the arena, and the exit door cannot be unlocked until all 3 key shapes are inserted at the same time. As a result of this twist, some players wind up working together, while others attempt to steal keys from other players. The taggers are also given knives by the guards to even the playing field. They must kill the hiders before the 30-minute countdown reaches 0. To advance to the following round, each tagger must eliminate a minimum of 1 hider. Some taggers just follow the fundamental guideline of eliminating 1 hider. Others, on the other hand, use the game as a chance to murder their rivals and go on a violent rampage. Players for each team have the chance to trade places before the game starting, but only if they can persuade a member of the other team to take their position. The taggers enter the arena to pursue the hiders after they have had 2 minutes to hide there. Number 2, Jump Rope. Time limit, 20 minutes. Rules: the jump rope game has very basic rules. The female Young-hee doll is holding one end of the rope while her robotic brother is holding the other end, and all of the other players in Squid Game are in a different arena. Each time the rope swings near the player's feet, they must jump and retain their balance while walking across a tight ramp. Additionally, the rope resembles a steel rod that progressively accelerates with each turn. A player will fall into the deep hole below and perish if they lose their balance on the ramp or don't jump in time. In order to escape elimination, the participants must also make it to the opposite end of the ramp within 20 minutes. The first player to descend the ramp is Nam-ju, but he is unable to make it to the other end. Other players are encouraged to finish the game once Gi-hun finishes the course and comes in second. By getting to the opposite end and shoving aside every other player who tries to cross the ramp, one player attempts to deftly hack the game. However, if he does not let others to play it honestly, Gi-hun threatens to push him over. Number 1, Sky Squid Game. Time limit, 15 minutes on each pillar after a button is pressed. Rules: 3 tall pillars make up the arena for the final game. The second and third pillars are triangular and round, respectively, while the first is square. The remaining 8 players are initially asked to eliminate 1 or more individuals after being transported via elevator to the top of the square pillar. The remaining competitors can only advance to the triangular pillar once at least one player who is still alive has been forced off of the other one. The triangle pillar follows the same rule. Before the remaining players can advance to the last level, another player must be pushed off. Additionally, the participants have access to a button on the ground that they must hit in order to start the game. A 15-minute countdown that indicates how long they have left to knock a player off the pillar starts as soon as they push the button. Myung-gai uses the steel rod on the first pillar as a weapon to push Min-soo and defend himself. Gi-hun finds himself positioned on the triangular pillar following Min-soo's passing. He quickly changes the tide in his favor, though, by using the knife the front man had given him, and the only people left standing are him, the infant, and Myung-gai. Without hitting the start button, Gi-hun and Myung-gai engage in combat on the circular platform in the game's closing seconds. The only 2 people who survive are Gi-hun and the infant after Myung-gai finally falls off. Gi-hun sacrifices himself at the end of the game so that the baby can win.